Today we're going over some tips and tricks to tackle the twisted version of Yara you can experience in the latest Far Cry 6 expansion, Lost Between Worlds. The rifts in Lost Between Worlds are dangerous places to explore, and dealing with the enemy defense units will take some skill and planning ahead. Each defense unit will appear either blue or red, and can be killed by bullets of the same color. Simply put, red enemies are damaged by red bullets, and blue enemies are damaged by blue bullets. You can switch the color of your ammunition on the fly instantly. Using melee attacks and gadgets allow you to kill defense units regardless of their color. So before you charge into battle, make sure to scout the area and switch your weapon's color accordingly. Being lost between worlds can be confusing, so we have some tips that should make Danny's trip a bit easier. To escape the twisted version of Yara, you must collect all 5 vessel shards. Faye was nice enough to let you know where you can find them, so make sure you open your map, check out which rifts you've already visited, as well as the location of the 5 shards. As you venture through the different rifts, keep in mind that the portals at the end of rifts will always lead you to the same location, and do not change when revisiting a rift. With that said, plan your path towards a shard or unvisited rifts upon death or a failed attempt. Speaking of failed attempts, let's talk about glints. Glints can be found hidden throughout the 15 rifts, and are used to respawn at the beginning of the current rift without losing any equipment collected in your current run. It takes 100 glints to respawn, so make sure you save them up for when you really need them. Make sure you're exploring side paths and hidden areas, as they will often offer ammunition, glints, and other pickups. The twisted Yara in Lost Between Worlds offers many challenges, and knowing your environment will make things easier. Exploring rifts, finding secret areas or shortcuts, and the exit of a rift can make or break your run. So, here are a few tips from some of the rifts in Lost Between Worlds. The exit portals are located at the center of the maze. If you're ever lost, look up to orient yourself to the portals and the center. The center is also one of the lowest points of the maze, so try searching for ways that lead you downhill. Enemies in this level are invisible until you approach them or they approach you, but there are still signs of their presence to give you the advantage. If you listen closely, you can hear them nearby, and if you pay close attention, you can sometimes see them stepping in puddles. The sun is setting oddly fast in this rift, but every time you kill an enemy, the sun will rise back up again. Make sure you're killing enemies continuously to stop the lights from going out. Speed and precision will be important to make it out before the sun sets. If you're ever stuck, look for a lighthouse. Lighthouses can be activated or redirected with valves and switches, and are the key to unlocking the path forward. As they say, lights finds a way. The next area to reach will always be indicated with a radio. If you're unsure which way to go, stop and listen from which direction the music is playing. Your shield will make you immune to the opposite color enemy. One of the easiest ways to tackle this rift is to focus on one color of enemy at a time, and switch shield colors when you're ready for the other. Don't forget, gadgets and melee attacks can damage enemies regardless of their color. With these tips in your arsenal, we're sure you'll be out of the twisted version of Yara in no time. For more Far Cry 6 content and much more, make sure to subscribe to Ubisoft Game Plan.